FC chat, hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub and show us your love for Liverpool Football Club, of course. Before we start the chat, the rant about Thursday night's second leg of the quarterfinals of the Europa League against Atalanta in Bergamo. We need a miracle, guys. We need a miracle. Have to mention yesterday, of course, April 15th, 1989, 97 fans went to a match semi-final against Forest in the FA Cup, of course, and did not come home. Well, 96 didn't come home, and then another lad sadly passed away a few years later to make it 97, and it is obviously sad. I don't post on Hillsborough today. I don't usually do anything for Liverpool, out of respect for Liverpool and stuff like that. I wait till the day after. So rest in peace, the 97. Justice for the 97. Never forget the 97. You never walk alone. Okay, guys, Thursday night, miracle needed in Bergamo in Italy. I'm going to forget what happened at the weekend against Palace. I'm going to forget what happened in the 2-2 against United. I'm going to forget what happened recently. It all goes out the window. We've 6 Premier League games left. We're 2 points behind Man City. Arsenal and Liverpool made a boo-boo at the weekend. City go ahead, but it ain't over yet. But we'll talk about the league. There's Fulham at the weekend. That's a different scenario. Right now, all energies, all chat is going to be about Atalanta and Liverpool FC. Atalanta leading 3-0. I still can't believe saying that Atalanta leading 3-0, coming away from Anfield with a 3-0 lead. It does not make sense. It doesn't make reality. It just sounds absolutely crazy. So hit the like, hit the share for Liverpool. Do you believe? That's the question. Do you believe Liverpool can come away with a result? A big result, another miracle result on Thursday night against Atalanta. Of course, we'll have to beat them 3-0 to get extra time. There is no away goals. Away goals don't count. So 3-0, if it goes 3-0, it's extra time, it's penalties, that type of stuff. It's 4-0, you go straight through. It won't be easy. They have a decent home record. And as we seen last Thursday, they're decent going forward. But defensively, they give you chances. I mean, they drew 2-2 with Verona at home yesterday in the league. You were 2-0 up. I think Verona got 2 late goals to draw 2-2. So they can let in goals. So you can go for them. But the big thing for me is we got to score first. We got to score first on Thursday night and hopefully early. Similar to the Barcelona comeback, the epic Barcelona comeback in 2019 when, of course, we were 3-0 down against Barca. But remember, we were at Anfield, weren't we? So that's gone out the window. But if there's any team that can come back, it's this team. It's this manager. We look down and out at the moment. That's grand. We're not expected to come back and all that. You know, I don't know what type of team Klopp's going to put out. Young Bradley is out for the next 2 or 3 weeks. That's a big blow. He got injured against Palace at the weekend, so he's not available. But, you know, players got to stand up. Jota's got to start. Alisson's back in goal. I wouldn't blame Alisson for anything at the weekend. A world-class save as well, by the way. I mean, it was 6 yards out. Couldn't miss from Eze. It was an Eze finish from the Crystal Palace centre forward. So gotta get it right. Gotta get the 11 right. I mean, Jota has got to start, basically, is what I'm saying, Thursday night. We just gotta go for it and see what happens. Go for it and see what happens. There's only 6 league games left. 2 home, 4 away, and then Klopp sails off into the yonder, guys. It's over. Klopp, let's put it in. Let's put the energy in. Let's believe. I did videos like this before. I did a video the day before we played Barcelona when we were 3-0 down. And if you want to look back, go back to that day. It was the Monday or the Tuesday before the game. I actually did say, if there's any club that can turn it around, it's this club. I didn't believe it would happen. It was a miracle. And of course, you all know what happened. The 4-0, baby. Origi, corner taken quickly. Genie will wind him. You know all the tricks. You know what happened that night. So it is possible. Yes, it is. Will it happen? I don't know. Do I hope it happens? Absolutely. But we've got to start. We got to get rock. We got to. You in a rocking chair? No, I'm actually not. I'm just moving all over the place. No, I'm not in a rocking chair. But I'm hoping Liverpool are in a rocking mood on Thursday night. We got to be ready to rock and roll. That's basically what we need to do Thursday night. We got to get at them. First 5-10. Let them know we're there. Get in at the ball. Energy. And get the first goal. We've been letting in too many goals in the first few minutes. Absolutely terrible. I believe, but just in case, I will wear my lucky socks on Thursday, says Matt Fisher. Carl is in. How are you, Carl? I'm not in a rocking chair, by the way. It's goodbye to Dublin final, and I'm afraid, says Eamon Kelly, never write off the Reds. Never, ever write off the Reds. It's going to be tough, don't get me wrong. I mean, we're going to need one of those miracle performances that we've had throughout the ages. It'll go up as one of those. No, Atalanta are not that. They're not Barcelona, you know. They're not that team. They're a decent Italian side. Hard to beat. But if we can get an early goal, say first 10, 15 minutes, get an early goal, put doubts in the mind, puts doubts in the crowd's mind. They have a crazy stadium. Don't know whether you've seen their stadium in Bergamo, but it's a crazy looking futuristic stadium. But I think we've a chance. Depends on the team. Depends what Klopp sees. Does Klopp think it's over and plays a weakened team looking forward to Fulham away, which won't be easy at the weekend? Or does Klopp say, right, this is me best 11 on the pitch. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Give it all. You know, his last European possibility of his last European game involved with Liverpool on Thursday night. You know, his last European game, his football game. Well, it would be sad to go. I want a performance from Liverpool. Look, even if they can put in a performance, get some sort of a result, you know, whether they go through or not is the big question, you know. I mean, you'd have to win 4-0 on the night to go straight through, or 5-1 or something like that. Can Liverpool do it? Absolutely. Will they do it? I do not know. As I say, it depends on the mentality. It depends on what's happened in the last few days. Has there been a meeting for the players? They looked down and out after that Crystal Palace game. They did look like that at the United game, the 2-2. Should have won the 2. Should have beat United. There's no doubt about it. Should have beat Palace. I mean, the chances we had in that second half against Palace, I mean, wow. Atalanta deserved the win, you have to say. We let them play. The team was wrong. It was the selection was wrong from Klopp, so he put his hand up on that one. But I don't think anybody played that night. Everybody was below par. Even the crowd, everything about that game was below par last Thursday. And we have a chance to redeem ourselves on Thursday night, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be miracle whip. We're going to need a miracle. Can we 3-0? Yes. So why not win on pens? Yeah, 3-0, extra time penalties. What does Bob say? Bob from the year 2082. Haven't been talking to Bob since 2082, by the way. Fulham is more important game for me, says Eamon. See, this is the thing. You Fulham away Sunday afternoon. Never easy. We know Fulham is not easy. Will that be in the back of Klopp's mind? You're travelling to Bergamo. You're travelling to Atalanta. You know, you're 3-0 down. Is it worth putting 110% into that game in maybe a 10%, 5% chance? 5% maybe? I don't know what the percentages are. Maybe 10%. I don't know. 1 in 10 chance you're gonna come out of that and go into the semis. I just think you've got to play what's in front of you. You've got to put your best team out. And he didn't do that last Thursday. He didn't do that last Thursday. There was 3 or 4 players should have started last Thursday. Didn't. And he made the changes at half time. And it was too late. The damage was done. It was already rolling on. Atalanta's tails were up and Liverpool's tails were down. And it was hard to reverse the flow, basically. So he made a big mistake in that. You can't look to the game after the game. You've got to play the game in front of you. You've got to put your best team out that's available on the night. And whatever happens, happens. Players get injured. Players get injured in training. Players get injured on the plane going over. So put your best team out and see what happens. That's the only way you can do it. And I believe that's what he will do. I think that's what he will do. I know Fulham's, yeah, look, if you win the last 6 league games, there is an outside chance that you win the league. Yes, there is. City still have 1 or 2 tricky ones. Arsenal have 1 or 2 tricky ones. We win the last 6. Now remember, 4 away from home. There's 4 away home games. I mean, even the home games are not easy. Wolves, the last game of the season. Spurs, of course. Who knows what team is going to turn up against Spurs. So the league parks itself till Sunday. But I just think you've got to pick the team tomorrow night. You've got to pick the strongest team. You've got to pick the team that you think mentally can handle it. You've got to pick the team. Okay, you've got to take risks. 3-0 down, you've got to take risks. You know, if you can be even leading 1-0 at half time, you know, it makes it a 2-0 second half. That's possible. So I'm sure Klopp will break it down, probably break it down into quarters, 2 halves in the first half, 2 halves in the second half. Break it down that way and say, well, even if it's 0-0 after the first 15, 20, you know, quieten the Atalanta crowd down. We got to score the first goal and we haven't been doing that. That's the problem for me. So if we get the first goal Thursday night, blinkers are on, you know what I mean? And the miracle is possible. But a lot of hard work, the correct team, bit of luck. You need a bit of luck. Of course you do. When you're 3-0 down, you need a bit of luck away from home in Europe, no matter who you're playing. If you get that bit of luck, if you're clinical, We get a lot of chances. We just do not finish them. I think Jota has got to start on Thursday. I think Jota starts, he scores. Salah needs a tonic, but I think Salah starts. I mean, Salah has to start. The big question for me is, if Jota and Salah start, does Darwin start? Does Diaz start? I mean, Diaz has been brilliant for us, but he's looked tired. Nunez has been getting given out, saying he's missing too many chances. So, big decisions to make for Jurgen. Big decisions for Jurgen to make, and possibly his last European game involved with Liverpool. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but you know what I mean. So it's an interesting one. It's a really interesting one on Thursday. My front three, as I just said, would be Salah, Jota, and Darwin Nunez. I just think Darwin Nunez maybe play a different type of thing for the first half, first 15, 20. Play Darwin up on his own. Salah just behind him, Jota playing off. We've got to try something different. We've got to be better. We've got to be better from goalkeeper all the way up. You know, we've got to be, our bench, everything. Everything was wrong about that performance. That was one of the worst performances I've seen on the club, especially in Anfield. Definitely one of the top three since October 2015 when he came in. One of the worst performances ever. Kanate has been poor. Can't see him starting either. Simon. I mean, Kwanzaa could come in. I'll give you my 11, which I think probably will start, might start. Well, I think Alisson starts in goal. I mean, he came back in. Couldn't blame Alisson for anything against Palace the weekend. So, Alisson definitely in goal. Obviously, Van Dijk. Bradley's out injured. So, the big question is, young Bradley's out. Trent's available now. What do we do? Does Trent play? Does young Kwanzaa play? Does Gomez play beside Van Dijk? I think he might play Gomez beside Van Dijk. And play Robertson and maybe Trent. And then go to midfield. Has to be McAllister, Endo. We need that protection with Endo. Both didn't have great games, of course. Jones had a bit of a stinker. Does he give Jones another chance? I mean, this is the big question. I think he's got to. Who else is he going to play there? And up front, I think he goes Jota, Dia, or Jota, Darwin, and Mo. I think that's the team, guys. Liverpool, the second best team after Barcelona. Okay. But look, it's a tough one. What do you do? Do you stick? Do you twist? I think because Klopp is leaving in potentially 6 league games, one European game, potentially 7 games left, potentially, hopefully more, but potentially 7 games, I think you just got to throw the kitchen sink at it. Hope for the best. Throw the kitchen sink at it. If only Origi was there, says, well, Origi! Yes, of course, we need an Origi moment, of course, on Thursday night, don't we? Someone else might get the Origi moment. Someone else might get the Genie Wijnaldum moment, like we did against Barca. Leeds at Anfield was the worst one I've seen at Anfield in the club, and Villa worst away game, 7-2, yeah. I said top 3, didn't I? They're the other 2. Top 3. But, yeah, the Leeds home was terrible. We had a few home games there where we lost, remember? We were playing young Reece Williams and Baresi. We were playing those 2 boys at centre-half, and we were all over the shop, remember? We hadn't lost in something like 2 years, and we lost like 4 or 5 games in a row at Anfield. 2 years ago. Disaster. But, look, I still believe, I'm hoping, I'm dreaming. Miracles do happen and all this type of thing, but you've got to do it on the pitch. Liverpool have got to be switched on from the first second. It's going to be hostile. It's in Italy. It's in Bergamo. It's a strange stadium. If you have a look at it in Bergamo, they have a decent home record, so it won't be easy. They're 3-0 up. Will they be stick or twist themselves and say, look, we might stick, hold back and see what way Liverpool approach it, or will they give us chances? If they score first, we're rightly beep. But we shall see. We need to score first, and we need to be clinical. We need to be clinical. Miracles is Liverpool's second name. Never walk alone. Absolutely, my friend. Miracle FC is Liverpool. Let's hope we get a miracle, because I still want Liverpool to be in the final in my hometown in Dublin. Europa League finals in Dublin, and that game we had, oh my God. Even if it was 2-0. Even if it was 2-0, that goal Salah scored just as toenail was off. Remember? We had 1 or 2 other chances, but even 2-0 or 3-1, you've got that chance. So I'm hoping we can get a goal in the first 10, 15. So it brings it down to 2 goals for, say, 80% of the match. And you go, right, 2 goals. Possible. Let's go. It's in their mind. It's in their manager's mind. The crowd hushes the crowd down. If you get a second. So that's what it's like. You got to build. You have to get the first goal. That's the most important thing. Certainly don't concede. Certainly do not concede. Origi to score a winner against City for Forest would be awesome. It would be absolutely awesome. Can Man United finish in the 5th position? Says Landba. Don't think so. Yes, they can, but I don't think they will. Liverpool throwing the quadruple like they did a couple of seasons ago, says Omar Masri. I don't know. Look, a lot of people are talking about bottlers and doing this and bottling that. I'll just hear me out on this one. Here's a good one for you. And you can look back because all my videos were live and I did videos that are still up on YouTube. Go back to August when we did a prediction show on what would happen this season. My prediction was that Liverpool would get top 4, would get a Champions League place, and would probably win a cup or a good cup run. They won the Carabao Cup and they've definitely, well, more than likely got a top 4 spot. To be fighting against City, to be fighting against Arsenal in the middle of April, 2 points behind a cheating 1-1-5 boys of Man City, still be in it, remember, with 6 games to go, still be in it, is a little bit more than I expected, to be fair. It really is. Now, I'm not saying I want to chuck it in throwing towels because I didn't expect it. I want us to win the league. I think if we win the last 6, we have an outside chance. Absolutely. But people say bottling and I just don't know where they realised what a lot of the fan base were last summer. A lot of the fan base were worried last summer. Even though we signed McAllister, Endo, Gravenberch, you know, all these young lads, we brought them in. We're still worried. Sabozlai and all these fellas come in. Still a bit worried. So calm down. It's not over yet. Games to be played. You know, games to be won. There's still points to play for. There's 18 points to play for. 6 games. Remember, 2 home, 4 away. But we've got to get this game over first. We've got to get a result. I think it's important to get a result Thursday night. If we don't go through to the next round, we don't go through to the next round. The damage was done at Anfield. I think what's important on Thursday night is a performance that can lead us into the Fulham game on Sunday. And no more injuries. That's the big one for me. About time I was blue, Dave. I've been here for a few years. Dinner time. Catch you soon. Thank you, Carl. Fair play to you. Domestic butler in the house. Thank you very much. Hit the like, hit the share. You will know what to do, guys. Big up, Dave. How do we get to play like Man United? How do we get to play like that, man? Didn't take advantage. Ravi, I don't know. It's crazy. It's been a crazy 2 weeks, really. We have not performed. We've underperformed. We've had chances. Could have beat Palace. Could have beat United. Probably should have, could have, would have. But the Atalanta game, the 3-0 at Anfield was bordering on insanity. The team was wrong. The atmosphere was wrong. The approach was wrong. For 10, 15 minutes, we were the home team. We had 1 or 2 chances. Yes, we did. I'd expect that. But we were giving up chances too easy. Made it too easy for Atalanta. There was no press. There was no belief. And that was the big take from me. So we need a complete turnaround. It is possible. I didn't think Atalanta would beat Liverpool at Anfield 3-0. So are we going to think Liverpool are going to beat them 3-0 at Bergamo? You know, it's possible. We are bottling it in front of the goal. That's what, we're missing chances. We're absolutely missing chances. I mean, the amount of chances we had even last week against Palace. I was at the Brighton game 2 weeks ago at Anfield. And, I mean, we didn't play well that day. We came away with a 2-1 win. Diaz equalised, of course. Welbeck scored after 2 minutes. This is this early goal syndrome. I was in Anfield. I was in the Anfield Road end, overlooking right over the goal where Diaz equalised. The atmosphere wasn't quite right. Diaz equalised, the crowd got up, he played a little bit better, but Brighton were in that game right up to the end. I mean, 2-1, you know, and didn't play well, but got over the line. We've been scraping results in the last few weeks. We really have. We haven't control. I think control with a capital C is the big one for me. How many games this season have Liverpool controlled from the first whistle to the final whistle? Only a handful, where they've actually controlled the game. You know, we're always in control. We're always doing this. Our own pace, you know. We're able to control the ball, own the ball, basically. I remember the 3-0 against Aston Villa at Anfield early in the season. We owned that game. Could have been 5 or 6. We really played well that day. That's one of a few games, a handful of games where Liverpool actually controlled the ball and controlled the game. But only a handful of games they've done that. They've got to do that Thursday night against Atalanta. You know, Logboy 28. Hello, good sir. Hello, my friend. Hit the like, hit the share. Give us a sub. Show us you care. As I say, miracle needed Thursday night against Atalanta in the second leg of the Europa League. 3-0 down. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. 3-0 down. We need a performance. We need a result. If we're not going to go through, we still need a performance. We still need a result on Thursday night because we have a big one on Sunday afternoon away at Craven Cottage against Fulham. With 6 league games to go, we're still in the title race. Everybody's writing us off. Let them write us off. I'm sure Klopp, his staff and his players will not be thinking that way. They'll be saying, look, we still have a chance to win the last 6. Who knows? Strange things happen in football, guys. Bayer Leverkusen, we will be announced at the end of season. Sorry. Bayer Leverkusen, congratulations to Bayer Leverkusen actually on winning the Bundesliga. Fantastic result for Xabi Alonso. We were hoping he'd come to Liverpool, but he's going to stay at Bayer Leverkusen, so respect his decision. Maybe Ruben Amorim will come to Liverpool. I don't know. It's a possibility. Sporting Lisbon coach, but congrats to Bayer Leverkusen. Wow, unbelievable. And of course, I mean, they're 2-0 up, right? 2-0 up against West Ham. They have a really good chance to get to semis too. I mean, there's a good chance they could get to the final. They're having an unbelievable season. Sorry, but I have to say I'm a big United fan, but I respect Liverpool. Thank you very much. Wow, that's something else coming from a United fan. I'll eat a Jaffa cake for that one. But look, let's go. Let's get the team out. Pick the right team. Have the right mentality. That's what you need. Thursday night. Right mentality. Right from the off. Try get the first goal. Get the first goal, things change. You know, minds change. Everything changes. Yes, I'm honoured about the Jaffa cake. I've only one left. I'll save that right for the end. Do like Jaffa cakes. Actually, footballers like Jaffa cakes too, don't they? At least the fans can enjoy the city of Bergamo, says Eamon Kelly. I'd say it'd be great crack there, yeah. I was hoping they were going to enjoy the great city of Dublin, where the final is being played in the Aviva Stadium in Europa League. On the 22nd of bloody May. They still could get there, but that would have been crazy. Liverpool in Dublin. Home game, baby. So, a lot to play for. 6 Premier League games to go. 4 away, 2 home. And a big game Thursday night. I want a performance Thursday night because it's important. We get off this little horrible draw, losing games, letting in goals, get a solid performance Thursday night. Whether or not we go through to the semi-final is a different kettle of fish. That'd be unbelievable. That'd be a miracle in Bergamo and stuff like that. But the big thing for me is that we get a performance and a result Thursday that we can just carry with confidence, roll into Sunday for a tough one against Fulham. That's another way of looking at it. Dave, will you go either way if you get a ticket? I've applied on UEFA.com for 2 tickets, and if I get them, and it's a lottery type thing, I applied about a few weeks ago, I will go. It's only about 2 miles, 3 miles this way. I mean, it's European final, you know. Don't get too many European finals, so if Liverpool are there, it'd be brilliant, of course. But even if Liverpool aren't there, and I get 2 tickets, I am going, baby. I'll do a vlog outside. Absolutely. But I don't have a ticket yet. And if Liverpool got there, it's going to be even harder to get a ticket. But we shall see. As I say, guys, hit the like, hit the share. A lot more videos to come. A lot more build up to the big one on Thursday. I'll do more tomorrow night and on Thursday. But it won't be easy. They have a decent home record, Atalanta. That's why it surprised me. Their away record wasn't great. Their away record isn't great in the league or in Europe. So to win 3-0 in Anfield and you don't have a great away record, I was like, uh-oh, here we go. This is going to be tough. Like, if they were coming to Anfield Thursday night and we got beaten 3-0 in Bergamo, I'd be a lot more, obviously, positive. Ali is in. How are you, Ali? Hope you're well, my friend. Hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, show us you care. Yeah, I have to go hard or go home, says Mark Forrest. Absolutely, Marco, yeah. Go hard, start hard, get the early goal, see what happens. Goals change games, goals change minds. When we let in that goal against Atalanta, the heads just dropped. You could see the crowd drop. I nearly bloody dropped watching it on the TV. So, goals dictate everything. If we can get in fast, bang, 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 you never know. Red cards, VAR decisions, early goals, early 1-2 Uniflu goals, 2 quick fire goals, who knows? That's what Liverpool have got to do. They've got to stay in it as long as possible, try to get a goal. Dave, what's your prediction for PSG versus Barcelona, which is tonight? And of course, Atletico play Dortmund in the Champions League. Big one, two big ones tomorrow night. PSG, Arsenal. Bayern Munich, Arsenal. Bayern Munich, Arsenal at the Allianz Arena. 2-2 in the first leg, and of course, Madrid and City. 3-3. I expect City to go through. I think City will beat Madrid tomorrow night, but it's a bit tougher to call the Bayern Munich Arsenal. I don't know. That could go to penalties, you know that? Tonight, I think Barca will beat PSG. I think they'll win it 3-2 anyway. I think first leg, and they're home tonight. And I think Atletico will go through against Dortmund. So, Barca, Atletico, City, and I'm going to throw me head out. I think Arsenal might get it. City, Arsenal will be good for us in the semi as well, wouldn't it? Man City will say thank you to Liverpool and Arsenal for bottling the league, says Lamba. I've explained to you earlier, there's no bottling. I've explained to you. When you're playing against a state, when you're playing against 2 bus loads of solicitors, when you're playing against 115 charges, there's no bottling involved. That's all I'm going to say. Alfie, the best gamer 11. Have hope. Believe, my friend. Yes. Believe. Remember, never give up. The t-shirt. Salah wore that infamous day. Beating Barca 4-0, 3-0 down. Never give up. I wonder, will anybody wear that t-shirt again? Tim Sido, cold Palmer. I like that. He's a good player, that fella Palmer, isn't he? 4 goals last night against Everton. Chelsea win 6-0. City let a gem go there, didn't he? Man City let a gem go there. Really, really good player. He should be starting for England, you would think, every day, wouldn't you? But, yeah. What's your 11? What's your prediction for Thursday night? Atalanta, Liverpool. I think Liverpool will beat them. Whether it's 3 or 4-0 and they go through, I don't know. I think Liverpool could beat them. I'm hoping, I'm dreaming and believing that we can go through, but it's not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy. I think Liverpool can beat them. I'm just hoping it's enough on the night. City could easily field 4 teams and don't have trouble with rotations, says Mark. There you go. How many Liverpool matches have you went, Dave? Not many, Ali. I mean, it was at the Brighton game 2 weeks ago. I met Ricky Tomlinson from the Royal Family outside. I had a good chat with him. He's a big Liverpool fan, of course. Bit of fun that was, bit of crack. It's hard to get tickets. And even me, in the know. I know everyone. Still hard to get tickets. Probably know more people in Liverpool than they do in Dublin. But I'm hoping to get over it by the end of the season, before the season ends. Because, I mean, Klopp's going to go, isn't he? So I've got to get over it again. I was hoping Liverpool were coming to Dublin, the Europa League final. But that's up in the air at the moment. Dave, 1 goal changes everything. Atalanta will shit themselves, says Dave Quirk. Yeah, as I said, we've got to score first, my friend. We've got to get that early goal. We've got to start fast. We've got to have the press. We've got to shut the crowd down, the Bergamo, Atalanta crowd down. Who knows what happens? Goals change games. Goals change the reality of the match. So get the goal, see what happens. That's what I'm saying. Get that early goal. Our problem is we've been the ones letting in the goals early. So we haven't had that mentality or change. And it doesn't give the players, doesn't give the fans any confidence when you're letting in so many early goals. We've come back a lot of times. Most comeback wins, I think. I mean, come back and won, but that can't happen forever, you know? That won't happen forever. It's a 2-2 draw for me, says Eamon. We have an issue with conceding early, says Mark. You can say that again. If Liverpool beat Atalanta 4-3, it will be Liverpool v Barca 4-3. It will be like slightly different, because the Liverpool-Barca was a Champions League semi-final. Liverpool beat the champions of Spain. They'd only been made champions of Spain that week. They had Messi, they had Coutinho, they had Suarez. It was a totally different, much better team, Atalanta. We were 3-0 down against them. And we got to a Champions League final. Of course, we won it against Spurs in 2019. This is the Europa League. This is the quarterfinal stage. This is Atalanta. Different. It would be good. Huge comeback. It'll go down as one of the great comebacks, of course. But not quite the same. Scoreline, yeah. Teams, different. Tournaments, different. Dave, what's your prediction for Liverpool and Atalanta game? Give me your predictions, guys, as well. Throw in your predictions. Give me your team. Who do you think starts up front? What's your front three? I think Jota's got to start. Jota has got to start. Mohala, not playing well, but if Mo turns it on, he's got to be on the pitch to turn it on. And I think Darwin Núñez, I think he's got to start. I think Diaz, come on, last 15, 20, bit of energy. I mean, he's been running up and down that wing. He's been one of our better players, to be fair. And the big question then is the three in the middle. McAllister's got to start. Endo, you would think, away from home. We need that protection. Does he play Jones again? Does he give him another chance? He had a poor game against Palace at the weekend. Does he start him? Does he play Elliott in there? Or does he go for Szoboszlai? He's been poor as well. And then the back four, Bradley's out. He's out for 2 or 3 weeks. Kanate was poor. I still think you got to play Kanate Van Dijk. If Kanate's fit, he plays. He's got that pace and power. He hasn't been great since he come back from injury. But he's a threat as well early, and he's good in the air. And I think you play Robertson, maybe Trent. Go back to a famous back four and Ali and go. And go for it, baby. Go for it. Let's see what happens. Salah's been fasting, so hopefully he'll be back playing football. Good, says Mark. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I mean, if we get an 80% Salah, you know, look, we need to take our chances. We need to be clinical. I mean, we miss and bleeding. Our XG is up here. You know what I mean? Our XG is up here. Is intergalactic XG. And the chances we're missing, the chances we made, big chances, not Mickey Mouse chances, big 6, yards out chances, hitting crossbars. I think we've hit the post and crossbar the most. If any Premier League team, tell me if I'm wrong, first or second place for that one. So we're making chances, we're getting into positions. If I was Klopp, if I was any of the staff, Pep Linders or Peter Krewitz or any of them, I would be saying, I'd be on finishing. I'd be on finishing for an hour every day. Today, tomorrow, Thursday. Just finishing in on one-on-one with the keepers. Shots, free kicks, corner kicks. Just to score goals. We can do everything else and maybe defend a little bit better. We can do absolutely everything up until put the ball in the bloody net. Player management for this game now for Klopp's aim. Yes, he got it wrong, I have to say, in the first leg. Wrong team. Nader is in. I can't pronounce that name. Hi, how are you, my friend? Hope you're well. Nord Red is in the house. I was at it. Wow, could not believe I was watching the Atalanta game all over again. I must have travelled from where I met a lifelong supporter. 60. First time there. He came from Boston, America. The poor fella, says Nord Red. It's great to get to Anfield though still. I was there 2 weeks ago for the Brighton game. And we did win that game, of course, with a Salah winner and stuff. But just to be around Anfield. Pre-kickoff, post-kickoff, around the ground, the atmosphere. But if you win, it's obviously better. Of course it is, don't get me wrong. Let's hope Thursday night is a dream, a miracle come true. If United do win the FA Cup, then United should what? Eric is garbage. I think Eric Ten Hag's gone in the summer if they win the FA Cup or not. I mean, he should be Coventry the weekend, to be fair, shouldn't he? Really, but United, I just don't know what they're going to do, what they're going to turn up, and then City, Chelsea's a bit more, you never know. Chelsea have a good record against City. Expect City, but you never know. I'd rather City United final because you would think City a bit United, wouldn't you, in the final? But we need to be giving our subs time to turn around the game. And I was always bringing players on 4 or 5 minutes to go. Or you're, 6-7 minutes of injury time. They're coming on the 92nd minute. It'll be different. We're chasing goals, guys. We're going out if we don't get 3. If we don't at least get 3, we're going out. We're going out Thursday night, I just think he's got to sit down, I'm sure he has, with the team, with the squad, to say, look, what are we doing here? We've a tough one at Fulham on Sunday, but we've got to throw everything. We have the availabilities. Bradley's missing, which is a bad one. It's a very, very, unlucky for Bradley. He's been brilliant all season, young Conor Bradley, but hopefully he's back. We're 2-3 weeks out. He'll miss 2 or 3 games, but could have done with him Thursday night, but he's gone, he's out. But we need to be giving her, if we play more closely, it would be possible, says Yusuf Hassoun. Just got to score the first goal, my friend, and not give up silly, stupid chances and be more clinical in front of the goal. Be tighter, be more aggressive. Bit of luck, yes, you need a bit of luck. Of course you do in life and football, in everything. Doing a lottery ticket, you need a bit of luck. So we'll need it all on Thursday night. Dave, is your birthday on the April 11th? Ali, yes it is. I was 51 on last Thursday. I was sitting in the pub watching Atalanta and Liverpool with a few friends, having a nice steak, sandwich and chips and a few pints of Heineken on my birthday. And what did Liverpool dish up for my birthday? A 3-0 loss in Anfield. Oh, so they could turn it around and make, that was last week, Keep City in everything. Keep them busy. Who knows? Says Martin. Exactly. Well, I think City. It's a 3-3 first leg against Real. I think City will come out. I think City will come out the other end and get into the semi. I was hoping it'd be Arsenal City. It'd be even better for us because they play each other home and away in a semi right near the end of the season. That'd be intense. So that's the perfect scenario for Liverpool with 6 games left. More pissed off with the Palace result, to be honest, as Amy Kelly. I was pissed off with all the results. I was pissed off with the 2-2 against United. We should have bleeding hammered them. The Atalanta one almost killed me on my birthday. And of course, 1-0 just absolutely blew out the candles for me on Sunday against Palace. Wow, what was going on there? Would you play McAllister's Klopp in the second? I would. You got to play McAllister. McAllister and though first names on the team list, aren't they? Surely. Got player of the season. Congratulations to Alexis McAllister today, a Standard Chartered Player of the Month award. March. Brilliant in March. We need him brilliant Thursday night. Congrats to Big Mac. Yeah, we need them points. Absolutely. Look, we have to forget about what's happened. I'm not even thinking about Palace anymore. We just got to think. We've 6 league games left. They'll take care of themselves. 4 away, 2 at home. Fulham the weekend. We've Everton away. I mean, that's going to be... Look, they're tough games, but it's Thursday. A lot of things to think about Thursday night. He's got to pick the right team. We've got to start well. We've got to score first. We've got to have a bit of luck. We've got to be more clinical in front of goal and not give up too many bloody chances. We've got to be in their faces and we've got to get a result. We've got to get a result. Whether that's good enough to get you into the semi, get you past Atalanta. I think we beat them 5-1 a few years ago. Jota got a hat-trick, if you remember, a few seasons ago, but they're a better team than they were then. But I'm just saying it's possible. It is possible. North Red says, I genuinely think we can beat Atalanta on Thursday. They played last night. We can start to turn them around Thursday. Yeah, they had a 2-2 draw last night with Verona FC, and they had a fairly good team out. The guy that scored on Anfield scored last night. They were 2-0 up early, and they let in 2 goals in the second half. They had a 2-2 draw, so maybe their eyes were on Liverpool as well on Thursday. But there's only a 48-hour gap there. Sorry, 72-hour gap. They played Monday night. Yeah. So, look, yeah. Do you feel Klopp is still motivated for the last few games, says Mark? Yes, I do. He's a professional. The squad's there. The players are all professional. He's got to be. Yeah, I absolutely do. Any word on Connor Bradley, says Not Red? Yes. Sadly, he's out for 2 or 3 weeks. An ankle twist, yeah. He's definitely out 2-3 weeks. Could even be more, but definitely 2 or 3 weeks. Young Connor Bradley is out, which is not great news. He's had an unbelievable breakthrough season, hasn't he, guys? Who'll ever forget that goal he got against Chelsea at Anfield when we hammered him at Anfield? But he's had an unbelievable season. Unbelievable season. Him and young Kwanzaa, of course, as well, have been brilliant. Some of the other young lads, Jaden Dans looks like a bright Kumas. There's so many young lads there. Unreal. The academy has really got us out of a hole, dug us out of a hole this season, 2-3 weeks is Mark, yeah. That's what I heard it today, 2-3 weeks. Sad news for young Connor. I'm not going to stay on long. I'm actually nearly 40 minutes live here and I was only meant to come on for 10 minutes. It's meant to be a quick chat about Atalanta. So guys, look, my final statements on Thursday night. Forget about the league, 6 games to go. That'll work itself out. Win the last 6, we've a chance. I'm not throwing in any towels. You should know me by now. No towels been thrown in here. Pick the right team, right mentality, be clinical, keep it tight at the back, score first, quieten the crowd, get stuck in. This is my team talk to the team 20 minutes before kickoff Thursday night in Bergamo. Let's go. Win it for Klopp. Who knows? Miracles do happen. Miracles do happen. Dave, how many Liverpool shirts do you have? Not a huge amount, about 5 or 6. I've a lovely 86, crown paints. I do like that. One of my favourites, the home crown paints. I'm not mad at the jersey. One of my favourites is the black Alisson, black and gold Alisson one when the year we won the league, 2020. Black and gold Alisson, that's top of the range. I'm more into the polo tops and the training tops than the jerseys, but, I want to see more pride from our lads, says Mark. Absolutely. So, guys, you're going to leave it there. A lot more to come tomorrow, Thursday. Big game Thursday night. I want a performance above all, above everything. Of course, I want to get through the semi, but I want a performance. I want goals. I want more confidence. I want more free flow. I want Liverpool to turn up on Thursday night. And if the real Liverpool turn up Thursday night, the Liverpool we know, the Liverpool we love, and Klopp is there, and the team are ready to rock and roll, we have a real chance of progressing on Thursday night. But if they don't, we're in trouble. All eyes on Thursday in Bergamo. Enjoy your night. Stay safe. Talk soon. You never walk alone. Believe, Reds. Believe miracles do happen.